It's long past time to collect the seeds from the carrots and the beets. And actually the beets, it's done. I'm gonna have a lot of beets growing over there because the seeds are all off the plant. Probably gonna have a lot of carrots growing too in the soil over there. But there are still seeds to collect, so let's hurry up and get to it. So it's really past time to collect. I mean, oops, maybe you saw all the seeds falling off of here. This is like past time. There's hardly any seeds left in here. There's probably a ton of carrot seed in here. We're probably gonna have a lot of carrots growing up here next year. But I'm actually pulling up these tires next and not using them next year. Now I'm gonna use the soil elsewhere. With the community garden plot now, I don't need to try to squeeze every square inch of my backyard with some kind of planting space. So these tires are going to be gone next year. This is a seed that's still, it hasn't gotten to the stage yet. But here you have one where the seed is ready to be collected. This is what it should look like. You can see how the flower has started to curl in on itself, and it's all dried out now. So you cut this seed head off, and I'm just going to throw them in the box right now, container. We've had a lot of rain in August. I mean, August has been like kind of like September. The temperatures haven't been terrible, and the other than the raininess of everything, but it's been pretty mild, compared to July, which was like August. So it's like the calendar has been shifted forward a month. Anyway, as you can see right down here, as a matter of fact, you can see the seeds have fallen off of the head. So we got to collect those that we can, and we're going to have far more seed than we're going to know what to do with. But the point I was making about the rain was that these aren't dried out right now because of the rain that we've been having, and it's been regularly raining. And when it hasn't rained, my schedule hasn't been conducive to coming out and getting the seed pods. So I'm going to collect as many seeds as I can right now, and then I'm going to let them dry out in the greenhouse. Since I don't have my tripod with me, I'm going to do this with one hand. So I'm just going to move the container over the plant, and then using snippers, just cut off the heads that are ready to come off. You can see the seed just falling off here. Maybe you can't because I'm moving the camera all over the place. So just trying to cut the heads off, and then once they dry out, then we'll come back and we'll separate them a little bit better for storage. I'm not even sure if there's any seeds left on something like this. Yeah, there we go. But I'm going to still try and collect it anyway. And you should get about 1 million seeds from these heads. So it's going to be more than I'll ever need. Although my wife would love it if I grew that many carrots. Carrots and peas are her two favorite vegetables. So it's just a matter of collecting all the heads and all the seed pods. And as I said, ideally this should have been done a long time ago. And that one might be. Even though I could keep on collecting, that'll be, even if all these are no good, all the others that I have in here will be fine. So I'm going to go store these in the greenhouse. I'm going to pull up the carrot plant. I want to see what a 2-year-old carrot looks like. I figured you might be interested as well. Interesting? Not much carrot. More just like a woody root. So that's what we got. But it does look like we actually have some carrots still growing in here. Guess I'll harvest them and see what they look like. Okay. These are from, I guess, the spring when I planted. Took a long time to grow. Baby carrots. That's what we got going here. I could have left them going, but it's time to get this planter box put to bed. It's been neglected all year long because it had that massive carrot plant growing in it, just taking up so much space. But this is a nice little carrot harvest, an unexpected find. And just to show you, this is the beet seeds. And the one of the squash is overrunning it, but you can see all underneath here, these were all full of seed down here. And I mean, there is still more seed growing here, but this is really done, so I'm just going to pull this out as well. No sense in keeping it around. So with the seed heads picked, I'm going to let them dry out for about a week or so, as I said, in the greenhouse, and then we'll shake them out and separate the wheat from the chaff, or the seed from the chaff.
2 weeks later.
So it's a week or so later, stressing the or so, and as you can see, all the seed heads have dried out. So I've started collecting the seed from the heads, and all I'm doing is just taking the flower head and just running it between my fingers and working it, trying to get as much of the seed off of these stems. Really not a complicated process. So I'm going to finish doing this, and then I'll show you the next step. So I've done all the seed heads. I just want to show you what's left over. So that's not all seed. That's like the little pods that hold on to the seeds, and the seeds are all mixed in there. Since I'm not selling this seed, I could just leave this as is and just sprinkle it out when I want to grow seeds next year. But I'm going to try and clean it up just a little bit. So what I have here is a fine sieve. This is actually a sieve I use to clean stuff out of my pond. But I've moved all the seed heads and stuff to the side. And what I'm doing is put it in here and just running it through the sieve. And now it's still going to have some debris in there that's non-seed, but I'll end up getting more seed than I otherwise would have and less of the chaff. And I'm just going to put that to the side, pick up some more, and run it through. So So what I'm going to do now is take the other stuff that I had saved in this red Solo cup, which is the seeds, and now I'm putting in this tray, which actually has a fairly tight hole, but large enough to keep the seeds, to let the seeds fall through, but keep the other materials up top. So again, just gonna help it get through. So I got most of the seeds here, and you can pick out some of the bigger pieces like that if you want. I'm not too concerned about it. So now we've got lots of seeds saved up that we can now store in a container, or actually I'm going to put it in an envelope and label it and save it for next year. So I have a envelope filled with the seed now, and I'll close it up, secure it with a couple of paper clips, and I'll put it in my storage box for planting next year. If I can remember what kind of seed it was, what kind of carrot, I'll put that on the envelope. But right now, the fact that it's just a home-saved carrot seed is sufficient. Doesn't really matter what kind it is, it's In putting away the carrot seeds, this packet is the Danvers 126 that I planted this year. I think these are the carrots, the Nantes Corliss, Nance, that I did last year. I had these older ones from like 2020, and then 2019, maybe 2018 even. Let's see, is that on the back? No, I think it was 2018. So I have some older seeds, and I'm pretty sure this is what I planted last year and then this year. That's what I'm gonna write on the thing, that they're the Nantes Corliss. And then this will just go right in there. This is just a quick video, just to show you what I was doing this week, because my schedule has been very busy these days and haven't been able to tend to the garden as much as I've wanted. So if you want to see what we were doing in the garden last week, check out this video right here, and then subscribe and hit that notification bell. And that way you'll be able to follow along on the progress on all of our vegetables as we try to grow a supermarket in our own backyard. Okay, thanks for watching.